Friends, as part of electricity chapter, today we are seeing some of the symbols of electrical components. Generally, why do we use symbols? We use symbols for many reasons. For easiness of our circuit diagram, for to draw the diagram into less space, and to make our diagram most easy, isn't it? So you have been learning this diagrams. Some of the like wires also we have seen in your lower classes. But in our 10th class, some new things added like resistor, rheostat, wire joint, and these are the things which are some additional symbols you are getting this year. So what do you mean by symbols? Just what I told you. Symbols are helpful to draw the diagram easily and express our circuit diagram very clearly. Clear? So while seeing the symbols, you get some little doubt how they are actually. But when we see practically, they are not like that. Clear? So they are little different. So they are not the real instruments, but they are what? What they are? They are the symbols of the instruments. Yes or no? So if you draw the original ammeter, how it looks, very difficult to draw every time. It will take more time to draw. If you want to draw ammeter in a circuit diagram, you need to draw it very clearly. All are not good art, don't have good art, so they will spend more time. It is a very difficult task. So removing all this, so we have some symbols in electrical components. So we have bulb. So you know very well. Some of this you know very well. There is no doubt. Coming to the discussion, first let me take the key. How the key looks actually. The switch. This is very most important in electric circuit. Why? Switch is most important. Switch is most important because without switch, electricity may be wasted. No. Suppose we are going out of this class in the evening, what we have to do? We have to switch off the light, switch off the fan. If you don't have switch, continuous the electricity will be wasted and there is no use of that particular electricity because no one is in the room, right? But let's look at here. You have this one switch model here. You can see this two parts. You have a small hole here. There is a metallic part which I insert here. Then that is the meaning part. Switch is on. When I remove this, you are seeing this empty diagram. This is an empty diagram without dot. That means that this is an empty hole. What happens when there is a gap between the two conductors? Electricity will not pass. So when I make this connection, the empty gap is filled with this. Now what is happening? There is no electricity now, but in the circuit the electricity will flow. Isn't it? We can insert and we can remove it. Once we insert, it's called on. When we remove it, it's called as off. Are you understanding? So this is what you have to understand. See, this is how actually the symbol is very simple, but realistic it is a different way. Isn't it? So like that you have to develop some ideas in your mind. Next is what? I want to go with a rheostat. So resistors, these things are not discussed to you because they are the next topic, but you don't have idea on what is resistor really because you got this topic today only. But there is a symbol called resistor. But what is resistor? What it actually is, and what is the difference of resistor and resistance? All we will look after in the upcoming classes. Clear? So resistance is what, material or what, or resistor is what. These are the doubts which are in mind. But remove the doubts now because that is not the right time to discuss about resistance. But let us go with the what is actually resistor and resistance. Resistor is a current opposing element. What it does? It opposes the current. More resistance, more current. Or less current. What I told just now? Opposes. Opposes means less. Less resistance, more current. So the resistance has units like 5 ohms, 2 ohms. Because you don't have idea, you cannot imagine, right? So what I will do now, just I will tell the meaning of the, I just told the meaning. Got the idea? Resistor is a conductor which what it does, it tries to oppose the flow of current. More resistance, less current, less resistance, more current. That will keep as an idea. Clear? Now do one thing. Then why we have to take rheostat. What is the difference between resistor, Arun, resistor? Why we have to take resistor and rheostat? Why we have to take resistor and rheostat differently? Let us try to discuss. The difference of rheostat and resistance is resistance is a fixed value. What is that? Fixed value. If I take 5 ohms, it will act like a 5 ohms only. If I take 20 ohms, it will act like a 20 ohms. It is a fixed one. But rheostat is not fixed. It is having some parameter, right? It can go from 0 to some numbers. So the specification will be given on the rheostat. This is the rheostat say. You can see that two connections, positive and negative is here. While doing electric circuit, we connect them into the particular order, and there is a pointer here. The pointer you can see here. And why this arrow mark is given? Arrow mark is given because it is not fixed, it is variable. What is this? Variable. Variable means which changes. So resistance is also called as what? Variable. Sorry, rheostat is also called as variable resistance. Rheostat is a fixed resistance or fixed, or it is a variable? Variable. What is variable? Which we can change. The change depends on our requirement. Suppose I want to fix it to a some smaller value, I can fix it to a smaller value. If I want to fix it to a large value, I can fix it to a large value. So that depends on my. So here I can move this, I can drag it, and I can change the resistance as per my requirement. It is varying from 0 to some kilohertz and some of the value like 20 ohms. So resistance is measured in ohms. What is the unit of resistance? Ohms. Which we will discuss in next upcoming topics. Okay, dear. So have you got the idea how the resistor looks? Resistor I did not show you, but resistor I can show you some other day. But today we are seeing what? Rheostat. What is another name of rheostat? Variable resistance. Variable means what is the meaning of variable? Which is not fixed. We can change depending on I want to flow, I want to make less current into my circuit, I can make it adjusted. It can be adjusted. So this is not typical model of rheostat, which is not working now, but the model is like this. Clear? Now the next one is ammeter and voltmeter. So ammeter, what is ammeter? Ammeter is a device which measures the value of current. What it does? You need not to sit in front of the wire. You need not to sit and count. You need not to sit together and count the electrons. You cannot see it. That is the first thing. Can you see the electrons? Then you can get the Nobel Prize. Okay. So you get the Nobel Prize if you can see the electrons. So we don't have such scope to see electrons, but we can count the number of electrons going in 1 second. So that is done by whom? Ammeter is what? What is ammeter? What is ammeter? It's a device which is helpful to measure the current. How we arrange the ammeter in the circuit? Series or parallel? Series or parallel? Series. Don't go to wrong answer. Try to remind the previous class what we learned. So it's not parallel, but it's a series connection. So always we need to connect in series. What it does? It just tries to record the current value at particular time. Clear? In 1 second. And now I have one more, the last one, and which is the voltmeter. The voltmeter is useful for what? To record the voltage across any conductor. This should be arranged in parallel. So what we have in ammeter, we have some readings. We see this is having some capacity of some 0 ampere to 3 ampere only. So it can measure very less current. But some ammeters are it can record also large current. Okay. And please consider it, Arun. Don't deviate your mind. Here you can check here. This is a voltmeter. It also has some values here. So the values goes from 0 to some 5 volt. It is not ampere, because every physical quantity has its own units. You cannot say current has 5 volts. You cannot say voltage has 5 ampere. There is no meaning, isn't it? So these are some models I have shown you, which are the realistic what we call instruments which are useful in the electrical labs in doing experiments. And one more I have which is not in the diagram. One more thing I have, that is nothing but a battery eliminator which we will use for the next upcoming experiment. Now only I am explaining that what is the use of this. Suppose we have to do an experiment called Ohm's law. What we have to do? Ohm's law experiment. That is the next coming topic. So in that Ohm's law, if you take this particular part, so then this is nothing but battery eliminator, because we cannot connect the AC current directly to the small apparatus, which is that Ohm's law apparatus. Ohm's, repeat with me. Ohm's law apparatus. So which is a ready-made inbuilt up, which is inbuilt. You need not to prepare anything. Everything will be ready. Just you have to put the connection and take the reading. Suppose if we connect directly to the main supply, that will get blast, because heavy current and they are having small components, so it will burn out. It will get damaged. So that's why we have to connect this first to the main supply, and we have a voltage like from 0 to 12 volts. But we have to operate at Ohm's law for 2 volts only. How much? 2 volts. So we can move this knob and we can adjust the voltage required. For some other, when you go to engineering college, then you have some different experiments. Then you can use to different 6 volt also you can make. But to our school apparatus or our particular apparatus, we need up to how much volt? 2 volts only. And we have a voltmeter 5 volt, no? So we can adjust up to 4 or 5. Isn't it? So that care you have to take in the. But why we use? No one is asking, sir. Why we use this battery eliminator? To decrease the voltage, because we are getting from main supply large voltage of 220, so we cannot use 220. So we have to use what? 2 volts. Required is 2 volt. When required is 2 volt and you are supplying to 220, is it a correct or wrong? No. So for that we have to decrease the voltage. To help that we need battery eliminator. What we call? What we call, dear students? Battery eliminator. Okay, battery eliminator means what is the functioning of this? To reduce the voltage or to increase the voltage? Okay. So have you understood the key concept of today's class? So which looks a very simple circuit, simple symbol, but it plays a major role in our upcoming exam by drawing. If you don't take care, definitely the toppers are the students who are willing to get more marks. They will lose definitely marks if you don't take care while drawing the symbols. So your diagram will take different shape. So thank you all for listening.